Yeah, we'll fight you. Oh, we won't, I guess. What's up? You have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of grass-type moves. Your experience in Violet City should be useful for your journey. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. So that is our first useful item, which we will... Yeah, don't move. Which we will go ahead and give to our leaders right here. Our leader, our 2-leader. Hold that for me. And that will make all your grass attacks stronger. And I run into a wild encounter. Alright, well I guess technically it's a new guy, so why not show him? I don't remember if Wooper is just a water type or if it's water and ground type. But yeah, there's that for you. Because when it evolves, it's Quagsire. And Quagsire is water and ground. I don't know, I got mixed feelings. Like, it's kind of defensive, but it's like super duper slow and stuff. Yeah, I got it on my Rain Dance team. But, like, it can learn Slack Off, and, like, that's cool, except I'm deeply against the idea of a recovery move being on a slow Pokemon, because by the time you want to use it, you're like, okay, let's set it up so we can recover a Quagsire, but someone else is gonna knock the fucking dude out before you do it, so you have to do it either preemptively or end up getting killed. So, for that reason, I'm just not a fan of it. You kind of have to outpredict them. And with the way I play, it's triples, so outpredicting them is kind of the way to do it. Wait, why did I catch it? Whatever, I'll probably need you, so it won't be a total waste. Why am I catching these Pokemon? I only need a few random ones. Where are you? What are you doing? What time is it? 48, that's why. So I've been recording for about an hour and a half now. You know, it's about time for him to bug me and tell me, it's food time. Alright, well... Oh, what was his name? Joey. There's a generic name. You know what? I don't know too many Joeys. Honestly, when I think of Joey, the first thing I think of is like... What was it? Friends? That's what comes to mind. Let me see if I can stretch Armstrong this. Okay. Okay, back to business. We're done being unprofessional, but fuck it. Kinda don't really care. Who's watching, right? The Fire Red videos get random bits of attention, and I think it's because of the way I titled some of them. So, like, Orange League and Johto Journeys. Like, that's just a reference, but it's like... Those things have, like, a large difference in views, and it's like, I don't expect people to really notice me out of a collective of everyone, so it kind of throws me off when I'm getting, like, thousands of views, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, why are you here? Like, thanks, but what? And then there was, like, this dude who said, like, I stole something once, and I was really confused. So I was gonna reply to his comment, but he deleted it, so I didn't get the chance. Albert. Yeah, Albert's not all that common either. When I think of Albert, I think of Albert Wesker. Yeah, it's around this area that I want. There is one in this area that I want. Uh-huh, yeah, and, you know... Pardon? Battle? I'm on the phone. Oh, alright, but make it fast. Now, I want you to imagine talking on the phone to this girl. Liz here. And then she's just like, go Nidoran! And you're like, bitch, what? Rude. Imagine that. Which Liz... I'm gonna call it generic because I would pair it with things like Lizzie and Lindsay. So... yeah, I'd call that a generic white girl name. But other generic names of other cultures, I would say, would be Hector, Jesus, Carlos, Tyrone, and then Jamal. What else is there? Ling Ling. I just remember that like it was like a photo of a joke, and it's like, "Ah, we ate their cats" or something like that. I love those jokes. They're so stupid, but I just find the idea funny. It's like, "Ah, in China, you're food." So I'll like threaten the cats, be like, "I know a good Chinese place you can go to." It's kind of like when you threaten to put your children up for adoption. Whoa! I didn't even know you were in the fucking game, dude. Right on. I have been using you in my Ultra Moon playthrough, which is currently ongoing for my point in life. Haha, you can't rat me because you're terrible. He doesn't seem to have any other attacks. He's just like, oh man, I'm fucked. There is one that I need in this route, though. That's the one. So, context for this one. For the longest time, Sam had a profile picture of just a Mareep on Skype, so now we kind of just like associate Sam and Mareep. And I remember looking through posts me and Sam made on Facebook years ago. Like, I posted a picture on her thing and I named it after the Mareep after her, and I was like, "Now I own you!" And she said, "Teach me cool stuff." And I said, "I'm going to teach you Flash." So I was curious, I was like, did I actually do that? And then I booted up the ROM, checked my file, and sure enough, I taught her Flash. And I think that's hilarious. Because I just made Sam my HM slave, and that's funny as hell to me. And originally her name was Sam, so cool, but because of character limits, it's just gonna be Sam, so cool. But the fun thing, though, is that there's jokes to be made about Sam using Flash, because it's like, yes, flash me, Sam. So that's going to be the ongoing joke here for this. I was thinking about it, because I know there's always that one guy who has a bunch of magic cards. And I was like, should I commentate this fight? Should I not commentate this fight? Like, that's the thing I do kind of need to get used to again, is like, in particular in Fire Red, like, when I got to Lavender Town, right? There was that little route to the left that led to, the underground tunnel that went straight into Celadon and then and Saffron and all that, right? I went and fought all those guys off screen. And then I started the part and I was like, yep, I killed all these dudes, let's go on and progress the game. That's kind of a thing where it's like, I should and need to do that, but the problem is for me, it's like, what points do I do that? Because I also consider things like items along the way, which usually I want to say in that case, I left the items there. But, yeah, that's a thing where it's like, with this game, it just feels weird with how it's structured, because it's like, where do I do it? When's the good point to do this? How should I do this? So it might be weird, but like, as with most of my stuff, like, the first few parts is very clear that I'm learning how I want to present it, and then I'm like, yep, we do it this way. So that's kind of what this is. I probably should have fought all these guys off screen. Would have made a lot of sense, but I didn't. I found the Magikarp guy. Alright, I do want to show this part because I noticed something real quick. When he uses Splash, gonna get paralyzed again, right? See, right there, okay. Now I noticed this. In the 3DS Virtual Console version, when he uses Splash, his nameplate bounces up and down with him, and I saw that and I was like, is that normal? That looks so weird. That's why, because that doesn't actually happen in this version. It just disappears and then Magikarp splashes on its own. I thought it looked super weird and out of place, and I'm glad to know that it wasn't my imagination. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Thank you, LP, I guess, for giving me this insight and information. Oh, right, Turbo. That'll make this game go by a lot quicker. Also, because we're doing it on Stadium, there is a thing to unlock, was it Dodrio Tower? In this copy of Stadium 2, I have done literally nothing. I have no progress in anything. So I don't have things like that, tower or anything. I mostly have held back because I've considered making videos for soaring. So like, I've considered Earl's Pokemon Academy, I've considered Gym Leader Castle, and so on and so forth. I've also considered maybe how I'll do things for this, but yeah, as a result, this is pretty much a no data game. Even this copy of Silver, I basically just bought for the LP. I bought a second transfer pack for this LP. So, yeah, we got some vanilla stuff that I'm finally putting to good use. It's, hell, I think even I bought Stadium, no, because I want to say Stadium 2 I also bought for things like, yeah, I think I bought Stadium, Stadium 2, Coliseum, and XD, all for things like those top 10, oops, why did I do that? Top 10 Johto, top 10 Kanto, top 10 Feigning, so on and so forth. There was also a fainting animation video I did for Soaring. Like, I spend stupid money on buying stuff just so I can get a video out of it and then, like, never use it again. I do need to get around to playing through a lot of these games that I haven't played through in a little bit, which maybe it wouldn't hurt to like stream stuff, I don't know. But yeah, that's something. And then things like the Wii to Wii U transfer, like that deleted a bunch of my data. Well, not entirely. Like I could keep all the stuff on the Wii with the Wii menu of the Wii U, but like, I don't know, it's just weird. So, did it keep it? No, that's right, because everything I had was on the SD card too, which I had to format that in order to get the Rock Band songs on there again. Because fucking, the thing has this protection that says, no, you can't do that, this memory card is not correct, or something like that, so they were really smart, I'll give them that. They were like, this is a different system, we won't let you do that. But yeah, I got some Virtual Console stuff I need to replay through and finish up and all that. I don't know why, I kind of just like having a completed save file of stuff, even though it really does not matter. Now, for certain things, it helps out immensely for, like, if I want to do a top 10, I can be like, okay, let me boot up Star Wars and then just pick level 8 instead of having to replay through the whole game. But at the same time, you have games like this as well, where it's like, oh, I need footage of Bugsy, so I would need to restart the game and play up till then and then get my footage. Which is a pain in the ass too. Hello. Yeah, I definitely should have fought all these guys before, I'm a retard. Roland I would consider more of a, well, not entirely, there's that song by Interpol named Roland. And then there's a girl I know who has the last name of Roland. But that's about it. In other words, that's about as uncommon of his name as you can possibly get. Muhammad, there's another painfully generic name. Considered the most painfully generic name in the world. Completely. Can you believe that? I can. It's crazy though. You mean I missed that item over there? So how to get I knew it. Okay, so I see the Pokeball. How do I reach the Poke? You mean I gotta surf to it, or I can hang to the right? Oh, this is torture. Slowly. I want to imagine that going slow decreases the likelihood of someone jumping out and saying, "Surprise, bitch," and then wanting to fight you. I have no evidence to back that up, but it feels like that's the case. Okay, so what? That's it? That's everyone? Cool. Hi, how would you like to have this tasty, nutritious Slowpoke tail? For you right now, it's just $1 million. You want it? Yeah. I thought kids these days were loaded. I don't even know how much money I have. Is there a quick, easy way I can see? I'm gonna say no. I have no idea how to tell how. Oh, right here. 4,000. I am poor. That's the other thing, is it feels like you really never have enough money in this game, which obviously isn't going to be the case for me once I hack in my money, but that's not going to be for a little bit, and I'm only going to use it that one time, so whatever. It's not a big deal to me. I will go ahead and get rid of this Whooper real quick, though, because I don't need him wasting my space. I don't even know why I fucking caught him. I'm gonna blame force of habit, really. But I could probably use him later for HMs and stuff. What do you gotta say? What should I make my Pokemon hold? Maybe an item that increases attack power. Are there things like that oh. She means like Miracle Seed. I was busy. Hi! Yahoo! It's Friday! It is Friday now, isn't it? I'm Frida, a Friday. Nice to meet you. Here's a poison barb for you. Give it to a Pokemon that has poison-type moves. Oh, it's Wicked. You'll be shocked how good it makes poison moves. Now, I do feel really, really bad for poison types, because up until like Gen 6 they were useless, and even in Gen 6 onwards they're still kind of useless, they're just a little bit better. Because they're only good against grass types and nothing else. I thought he was actually saying something important. I didn't realize he was a trainer. So I was like pausing, listening to music, and I was like, oh shit. He wants to beat me up. Right now we're doing pretty... We'll keep saying that. Yeah, it's Friday now. 5 minutes into Friday. We can go ahead and put Turbo on first, while I'm going ahead and cutting this from my list of topics. Okay, here's a good example of something to discuss that's relevant to what's going on, I guess, and that's retro gaming. Now, people blow my mind with retro gaming because they seem super uneducated about it. And I'm saying this as a guy who has basically been living in the year 2000 for the last 10 or so years. Like, I don't get it, because the people I know are like, man, old games are so expensive. I'm like, dude, this copy of Silver right here that I am playing on costs $20. That is, like, I've bought cheaper, but like, that's not bad at all. This copy of Stadium 2, I think it was about $5. I probably should have switched, but it's alright. So it blows my mind when people are like, it's so expensive. It's not. The most expensive thing I've ever bought was Conker's Bad Fur Day, and that was $40. So I don't understand how people have this warped mindset, but they're horribly wrong. And when I try and say that to people, they're like, if that's really what you think, you don't know anything. I'm like, that's not what I think. That's what I fucking spent my money on. Like, do you want to see my bank account? Because I can give you evidence. I don't keep the receipts because I know what I spend my money on, but like, you know what? Better yet, I could go ahead and just show my fucking Amazon purchase history if you want. Like, damn.